I just want to warn you about what you should expect when Neuralink technology goes into practical use. Uh, and by that, I mean when this realm becomes a collective consciousness that can communicate telepathically. Um, we will begin to sense and see things we haven't been able to see before, simply because we were not permitted to see or sense it before. Um, we will be sensing and seeing the spirit realm, other timelines, other realms, thought forms, people who have yet to be born. Um, some have already been permitted to see, feel, smell, hear, taste, and sense the spirit realm. Um, some have visited what has been known as purgatory. That would be those of us who are training for godhood and for realm travel and time travel. Um, I would also like to warn you that Neuralink has made it possible to have sex remotely, and that this technology is being misused by the son of the original inventor of the time machine, and he is using it to rape and impregnate people. Um, people, like by stealthing. Uh, that's what we call it. Well, it's what I call it. Um, with his semen. He manifests physical realm semen in people. Um, it does. It manifests physical cum. Uh, I've seen it, and if you have noticed semen appearing out of nowhere, this is why you need to. There's I don't. There's nothing you can do now, uh, except seek help from uh, the Metatron. But we're working on repairing this realm. The the semen is from a god form or the soul form of someone with the rank of godhood. But since Garrett has access to a time machine, he can potentially give anyone that permission, as well as anyone who has access to the time machines in this realm. And often the gods, the god form is possessed by Garrett because he has the time machine. Um, I've been raped by rich people using Neuralink, and I've also unknowingly raped them because of our vulnerability to being possessed. Uh, uh, by the time machines. They are doing this in part to incriminate uh, us in the eyes of the Heaven civilization and to kill us. And you. The Heaven civilization usually judges people based on how they've adapted to bad behavior, but this has become an unfair assessment because the possession risk that has happened lately. Um, I have adapted to being raped, but I have been thankfully maintained from adapting to committing rape because I need to teach here and I need to do disclosure. So they have been deleting the timelines of events where I had been possessed and done something bad um, under the control of someone else. They they rewind and heal any traumas, but some people are acquiring rape fetishes here because they don't get repaired and the timelines have yet to be reversed, which they can still fix. Um, I honestly started relationships with some of the gods who got possessed and raped me. because this shit is nuts for everyone. It's chaos. So how can I judge if I'm being possessed and everyone is being possessed and stealthing people? I currently have a relationship with the Metatron, having been his wife in the uh, in the first timeline. Um, you should know that even if it seemed like a child was not produced in this physical realm by the stealthing, um, there probably still was a child produced. That either the Heaven civilization or the Outerverse people take the body and the fertilized egg from you and gestate it somewhere else. And I want to make sure you understand that the problems with Neuralink is not Elon Musk's fault. This is a realm programming issue that has been a problem long before Elon ever existed. Garrett programmed this realm, and Elon is not the original inventor of the Neuralink or the time machine. He was given this technology and the orders to activate it in this realm by the Heaven civilization. And Elon has had his programming messed with and repaired a lot. So you never know what behaviors were because of the possessions. But I do know that he is working for the Heaven civilization, which I approve of. If you take issue with his past behavior, which I do, you have to consider the fact that he was a target for possession and people trying to seize his power. He is being sued for running a racist Tesla factory because his entire factory got possessed by a time machine. I was told that it was a time machine the Scientologists have in this realm. Possession has always been a real risk for gods who come here to help, as I've mentioned in other videos. We just become targets, especially if they're famous and very visible. Also, some people have been known to say bad things or spread misinformation because they are hiding, pretending to have broken programming or to be under the control of Scientology to avoid the attacks and possessions, and to avoid their family being attacked and possessed. By the way, when I was still confused about what was happening to me when I was being awakened and told the truth, I made anonymous accounts exposing Jon Stewart for raping me with Neuralink. This was a possession thing and a broken programming thing. Jon is actually possessed by Garrett a lot because he is one of the ones protecting me. And the fact that he is already gone to the end of time and he spends most of his time in a god form clone. So his body gets occupied by Garrett a lot. But he's CIA in this realm. And the CIA are corrupted by Scientology in the Scientology realm. So it was actually Garrett using Jon's body that raped me. Rape cannot occur unless the person is possessing you. So if you are raped, that person gained permissions to rape and possess from a time machine. And I just want to say that even though I don't remember doing bad things, I still may have done bad things while possessed. And it's the same for everyone. Sometimes my awareness is forcibly removed from my body, and I think I had been asleep, but they tell me that more time than I think has passed, and every single person in this realm will be at risk, uh, as the Heaven civilization proves the existence of this technology to you by letting uh, you see what happens. What happens when they do not maintain this realm? I'm told children are still being protected during this demonstration, uh, and many children have actually been taken already to the Heaven realm. If your kid has a change in personality, they are probably a different soul, and you are probably a different soul, and you probably have already moved on to the Heaven realm, and you'll probably merge with those souls again. Yeah. So this is all to demonstrate you, to prove to you the existence of this technology, and this is disclosure. Get ready for it.